So, Retooled has just released, and in my last video I covered what I thought of the version that I was provided with, as this and my previous video are both sponsored videos. But in today's video I'm going to be going over a lot of the improvements that were made upon the game since its release. So I'm not going to waste your time anymore, and I think we should just get right into it. So the first thing I'd like to mention is that they did add a field of view slider, which makes the game feel so much smoother and in general a lot better to play. The version of the game I had before did not include this feature, and sometimes it could feel slightly clunky, and now that we have the option to increase the FOV, that problem no longer exists. It makes the game feel a lot faster as well, which is something that I definitely like. There is also other visual options, such as changing the maximum frame rate of the game, and all that type of stuff being in the settings is a really good change, I think. In terms of actual gameplay changes, however, there is a couple things that I'd like to talk about. First of all, you now have the ability to rocket jump, as when you fire a rocket it has a bit of a knockback effect if you stand too close to it. This can lead to some pretty interesting moments in gameplay, and it allows you to more creatively traverse the game's world. The dash has also been improved, as the cooldown has been lessened by 1 second. This may not seem like the biggest of deals, but it really does make a huge difference during the game. In a game as fast as this, having that 1 extra second is really important, and you'll be very glad that you've got it. Due to how fast the game is, I think this was genuinely a really needed update, and in general it makes the game's movement feel a lot more intuitive. Item pickups also now have a lot more magnetism to them, which helps you pick up more of the items you may need during the heat of combat. Beforehand it was rather difficult to pick these items up due to how fast the game is, but this update just makes it feel a lot smoother. And I would also like to add that I think that any game as fast as this that has pickups like these should really have this feature, as it really is a much needed quality of life feature. When I first played Retooled, I really enjoyed the experience I had. However, it did feel like there was something a little bit off with the game, but now with all the improvements I've detailed in this video, it feels a lot smoother to play. And I really do recommend it to all of you if you're into these kind of fast-paced arena shooter games. There will be a link to the game's Steam page in the pinned comment, and also the description, and due to it just being launched, there is also a 15% off launch discount. So I recommend getting the game while that discount is still on. If you'd like to see my full video on the game, then you can watch that right here. However, I do recommend keeping in mind the stuff that I have mentioned in this video.